Hey guys, it's Brittany Nicole and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here and you are not subscribed yet, go down and click that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and please comment some video requests that you'd like to see in the future. So the reason we are in my car today is because telling the story in my house makes me feel a little bit uneasy. Not for any particular reason, just because I know that talking about this stuff could potentially bring more stuff to happen in my life. But I absolutely love paranormal stuff. I love watching paranormal videos on YouTube. I love watching ghost adventures. I love paranormal things. And I watch Loie Lane and Haley Reese, and they are like two of the biggest people that I know of who talk about paranormal stuff on their YouTube channel. And though I don't really have that many like crazy, scary paranormal stories, I thought I'd just come on here and tell you some weird things that have happened to me in my life. And if you are not a believer in the paranormal, or you think that these are just coincidences or whatever, that's fine. But this is personally what so let's get started. So I was pretty young when I had my very first paranormal experience. I believe I was probably between the ages of 7 and 8. I was staying at my grandparents' house. They live out in the country in the middle of nowhere. So this happening, it couldn't have been, like somebody breaking in the house, because like they literally live in the middle of nowhere. Like you would have to actually know that they live there to get there. So at this point in time, my grandma would sleep with me in the guest bedroom while my grandpa slept in the master bedroom. I don't know why I wanted her to sleep with me. I really had this bad fear of sleeping by myself for quite a while. I don't know why. It's not like anything happened to me when I was like sleeping alone. But I will say that after this experience, I do not sleep with my door open. Ever. Never. I never sleep with my door open. If I'm at a friend's house, I at least close their door, I crack it, whatever. I do not sleep with any doors open because of this experience right here. So, I'm sleeping right here, and the door is right here. So I'm sleeping right by the door, because also when I was younger, I had a fear of sleeping by the window. So my grandma would sleep by the window and I'd sleep by the door. And at this point, I slept with the door wide open, whatever, no big deal. So I roll over in the middle of the night, and I know that I'm wide awake because I'm pretty sure I had went to the bathroom or something, and then I laid down and I laid on this side and I was facing the window, and then I couldn't get comfortable there, so I roll over and I face the doorway. And as soon as I face the doorway, this like womanly figure, clear as day, looked like a real woman, but it wasn't like my mom's figure, because I know what my mom would look like. It wasn't like my mom's figure. It's just like a womanly figure. She had a long white dress and she had really long dark hair, and she's like walking down the hallway, and we had like, I guess you'd say like an L-shaped hallway, to where like you walk down by our room, you walk down here, and then you go you go forward. I guess if you're facing this way, you turn and then you go to the master bedroom. I hope that makes sense. It's like an L shape, if that makes sense. And she started walking towards my grandpa's bedroom, the master bedroom. And we had those night lights where if you would like walk by it, I think it would like flicker a little bit. She walked by it and it flickered, and then she was just gone. Like gone in like a blink of an eye. And I tried to tell my grandparents about this story, but obviously they were like, okay, well, you were just like dreaming or whatever. Like, that sounds a little crazy. And obviously it does sound a little bit crazy when I tell the story, but I promise you, like, there was somebody standing there. I know it. I know for a fact. And I'll tell you why I knew it. Because probably about 7th or 8th grade, I was friends with this girl, and we'll call her Barb from Stranger Things. You know, I love Barb. She was like a really good character, so we'll just call her Barb. So, me and Barb would always love to like ghost hunt a little bit in my grandparents' house, because when I was younger, I would go stay with them every single weekend, and she would come with me, and we would just like, we loved doing ghost stuff. So one night, it was me, Barb, and my sister, and Barb had like this thing that would like record audio or something. I think I had like my camera or something, and we had these 2 Barbie lanterns that we got like years before, okay? And so we go back and we get the Barbie lanterns, and we turn one of them on, and one of them works perfectly fine, and we turn the other one on and it doesn't work at all. So we just leave that Barbie lantern sitting in the bedroom. And mind you, we tried to turn it on several times, so it's not like we just tried it once and we're like, okay, well, it doesn't work, so we're not going to use it. We tried it several times and it didn't work. So we were like, okay, we'll just leave it. My grandparents went to bed, and then we decided to do our ghost hunting. Sorry, I have to get a drink. So we decided to do our ghost hunting, as we called it. We turned off all of the lights, and Barb had her little voice recorder thing, and she was like, you know, make a noise if you're here, blah, 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 blah. And her thing just stops recording altogether. And I was like, that's super weird. And we see like a light back in the bedroom where we had left the Barbie lantern. And I was like, that's also strange. So we go back there, and the Barbie lantern, the Barbie lantern that was not turning on was on in the bedroom. So at that point, I kind of knew that the place was a little bit haunted. My mom has also said that she has heard things and stuff. So I think that the place is haunted. Obviously, you know, it's not like bad. And, you know, I don't experience things every single time I'm there. It was just, you know, sometimes you hear things and it's like, okay, that's a little weird, but, you know, we can just pretend that we didn't hear it. So the last and final story that I'm going to tell you, this is, I guess, was like 3 story times in one. This story time was really super like, wow, that's crazy. So I think, I don't remember how many years ago. It was probably like, I can't even make a guess. Maybe like 7 or 8 years ago. That's a total guess. If I'm wrong, my bad. My dad lost his grandma, and that was super hard for him because him and his grandma were really, really close. And a couple weeks after he lost his grandma, me, my grandparents, and my sister were all going to go on vacation to South Dakota, where the Mount Rushmore is. So we're driving there, and on our way there we hit so many dead spots, like no cell service whatsoever. And I get a call in the dead zone from a number that I don't recognize at all. So I just ignore it. And there's a voicemail, but I can't listen to it yet because we don't have any signal. So I was like, okay, well, when we get to the hotel, I'll listen to it. So I get to the hotel, and I go to listen to the voicemail. And I want to preface that my aunt's name is Becky, okay? My Aunt Becky. That is my dad's sister, who also lost the grandma. The voicemail says, "Becky, it's Grandma. Call me. I need you." I freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, like, what the heck? So I get home like a week later. I show my dad the voicemail. He is like, "That is Grandma's voice right there. Like, that is literally her. Like, she called you." And so he calls my Aunt Becky and shows her the voicemail over the phone. And she freaks out because it is literally Grandma. Like, it is their grandma talking to me. I don't know what would have happened if I had like not ignored the call and like answered it. I don't know what would have happened. I probably would have literally freaked out and just hung up anyway. But that's so freaky. And so I do believe in angels. I believe in ghosts and everything. So I believe those experiences are 100% paranormal. But if you don't and you think those are coincidences, that's totally fine. You know, I don't judge people on their point of views. So that is all that I have for you today. I thought that I would change it up from the makeup videos and just kind of give you a little bit of a story time, I guess. If you guys would like me to do more of these, feel free to let me know. And I will see you guys in the next video. Like I said before, if you haven't already, subscribe. We just hit 15 subscribers, and I want to thank all 15 of you for taking the time out of your day to subscribe and watching my videos. It means so much to me. And my next video will probably be a get ready with me, but then the video after that, I'm going to film a June favorites and get that up for you guys probably next week. So I wanted to add something really quickly. I do not have very many June favorites, so what I'm going to do is at the end of July, I'm going to mesh my June favorites and my July favorites and just make it all one video, because if I made the June favorites, it would be like maybe 5 minutes long. So I just want to let you guys know that that video will no longer be up on my channel until the end of July. So I will see you guys later. Bye!